Now, we are going to get into the consumer tech segment, and today we're talking technology and family life, the good and the bad. Mr. Nasser Bwedi, Stephen, has joined us in the studio, and he is a digital marketing consultant. He's going to help us to understand this conversation. Stephen, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Kweku. I'm good.
Fantastic. Well, very well. Thank you.
Good morning, Prima.
Nasser, good morning.
Good to be here.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Always great to have you.
Thank you.
So we'll get us right into it.
All right. So
The
this
good
is
and
our
the
family
bad.
month.
Yes.
I think, was it on Monday when we had the
Family consecration,
So,
yes.
Yeah. And one of the things that often, provokes a lot of conversation is technology in the home. So we're going to discuss today the good and the bad, whether technology has been good for family life.
Okay.
Can we start with the bad?
The bad.
Yeah. So we end on the good notes.
Okay. There are various areas. There are various areas we're going to cover. So let's take communication for example.
Right.
You take the bad. How bad has communication been to technology been to communication?
Well, I think that this one that you're taking us to the classroom.
I think, I think in many ways, it's been good in the sense that now you can be 3,000 miles away, but because of a video call, there's a feeling that we're in the same space because we can talk to each other every day. But there's also the bad side where people are really absorbed in the moment with a whole lot of things that are going on the internet.
Is gone.
There's a lot of, so let's just say that the internet is buzzing with things, right? So many things, different platforms, different websites, different apps, and so on. And so you realize that the person sitting right next to you, the one you claim to care about, is sitting right next to you, but you're vested more in terms of your time in the thousands of things that are going on the internet.
Or having a conversation with somebody.
Or somebody else who's not even there.
So that's it. Communication, like you said, has really enhanced and transformed the way we communicate. Back then, you used to go and queue at we used to call a call center to receive a call.
But call center even came after the post office.
Or write emails and stuff. Those of us whose parents used to travel without us, whenever they travel without us, you couldn't contact them in any way. So sometimes you have to wait till that email comes and all sorts of things. So it's transformed it. Even today, you guys, you come to work very early. And imagine if we didn't have phones. It would be difficult to let the people at home know that you're here. Or even your kids, for example.
To check on them.
Check on them, or even when they are in school. There are school events that you can't be at. But with technology, you can be able to get content, whether it's pictures or videos or whatever. So it's great in that sense. You talked about some of the bad. But the other part, which we often don't like to admit, is that everything that we capture, is also stored. And sometimes some of these things, if we don't manage them properly, they turn up at places that we don't want. And they could ruin from life. I've seen parents who share all sorts of pictures of their kids. The kids grow up and they never want to forgive their parents for sharing those pictures. There are even little boys who don't like their pictures to be taken at, their birthday parties and stuff and shared with their mom's friends. So there are all sorts of things we need to watch out. The other bit about communication also, it's like I said, sharing content. So for example, you may be here, your parents are abroad or in Kumasi or wherever, but they are so in tune and in touch with what's going on with their grandchildren and stuff, because you just take the pictures, you share them. And there are some parents who can't even open WhatsApp on their phone. But they'll take the phone, give it to somebody in the house, open it for them. So it keeps that bond. The other area I want us to look at is even work. So these days, because of technology, a lot of us work from home, which is great. Because you are able to, you can even wake up in the morning, just put on a t-shirt or shirt, and
you're at work.
You are at work. Be on Zoom, wherever. Nobody, if you don't get up, even when
you can even decide not to be on the video.
Turn it off, and you can be lying in your bed and be working.
Exactly.
So that's great. The other part of it, the bad part of it, is that because of technology, there's no closing time these days for a lot of people. So you come home, and unless you manage your things very well, the email will be going off, WhatsApp will be going off. There's this project, this client is asking or something. So it can sometimes take you away from the family time. And we need to manage that as well.
And as an entrepreneur, if you are an entrepreneur, you'll find that people feel like they have access to you 24/7.
Yeah.
You know, in this modern era, you don't understand there's closing time.
Yeah, but I think that in this space, too, like Nancy just mentioned, it's very important that you put structures in place. Because the good thing is you won't miss anything, by the way. You know, because whatever it is would either be in your WhatsApp, would either be in SMS, would either be, you know, your email. So you really don't miss out, you know. And also the fact that we live in different time zones, you know. So at least while somebody is sleeping, you are working. And so when it's time for you to also sleep and have time for family, observe it.
And again, the solution, even yesterday I was running a training, someone, I said to a couple of like execs, and I said to them, the key is how you manage your clients and your friends, or even your colleagues who are in other markets. I used to work with colleagues in Indonesia, for example. So sometimes as early as 2 a.m. I have to be on a Zoom call because there it's 8 a.m. or whatever for them. And what I used to say was that you need to manage them. Last week, like I was saying, the people I was talking to, they've not been on honeymoon. And the guy keeps saying that it's because he's got clients chasing him, whatever. I say, you need to manage your clients. Tell them 2 weeks ahead, next 2 weeks, I'm going to be away. Is there anything that we can anticipate to come up? Let's plan, let's work around those. I'm away. If you need me, you can drop an email. Unless it's urgent. This is the only number you can contact me on.
But is it not,
so you manage them that way.
Is it not also even possible, you know, that because we are working in a virtual space, you can actually be on your honeymoon and just let them know in a day the number of hours you are available.
I have 2 hours.
So you have a conversation with your partner.
Exactly. So that,
all right, we can chill and the morning we'll have breakfast, had a walk or whatever. Between 10 and 12 o'clock. I just want to make time for my clients.
And it's easier.
She
So
can
you
get on with
satisfy
something
everyone.
else.
You satisfy babe, you satisfy clients. No one
And
loses at the end of the day.
It comes back to communication. So communicate your schedule and your, things with the people around you. The other bits are managing the household. I think a couple of weeks ago, I had a conversation here with the other hostess of going in. Chris about budgeting. And one of the things we talked about was that sometimes the beef in a lot of households is about finance in the household. Today with technology, the household budget can be there, the kids and everybody can have access to it. So we all know how much is available. So if you are drinking all the milk in the fridge, you know, if you finish it, there won't be money for it. So it helps to manage the household, for example. In the same way, you can try new things. For example, these are all sorts of recipes. Even here, we have a Piako putting all sorts of recipes online on what's cooking. So you just want to try something new. That's also technology. You just go online, look for some of these recipes and try it. It adds to the family life, the experience. Everybody.
We visited, and myself, speaking about of Apioko, we visited an embassy recently, and they gave us some calendars. Now, they have photos of beautiful dishes from their country, right? But on the dishes, they actually have barcode, QR codes. If you scan them, it gives you the recipe.
Exactly.
I'm talking about technology, you know. These days, it's fantastic. So the photo is there, the barcode, the QR code is there. When you scan it, then suddenly you have a recipe, to prepare this thing that you're looking at.
Restaurants are doing that, you know. Fantastic. You just have to scan the QR code, and then you are good to go. You know, on the news, we are doing this. Citi Newsroom is doing that.
Technology is fantastic these days.
The same with managing the household. Things like Alexa and other tools. Talking about some of the AI and other robots in the household can be used for even doing house chores. I think in one of the episodes we saw like a Hoover. That was like robot. Or even Alexa preparing your budget or shopping list.
Alexa turning on the lights, Alexa drawing the curtains, Alexa doing everything for you.
So adds the household, managing the house and the experience. Then entertainment as well. It's good every now and then to chill as a family, watch a movie or whatever. Before the surge technology, really, all we had was Osofudazi on TV. So you don't have options. You always watch the same channel. Today you have a lot of options. So that's the good part. You can have all sorts of movies, this and that. The challenge is that where you have different tastes, it becomes an argument sometimes. And again, you need to discuss it. All right, so what are we going to watch today? Everybody prepares that we're all going to watch this together. Next week, we'll watch something else. So everybody gets a turn.
You know, I do that with the boys. So sometimes, especially Basan, my second son, we always tell you that So around 8, I tell them that, look, we all need to know what is happening in our country.
In the world, in our country.
So I always tell them that if they say run away, don't be the last person to hear it. So always pay attention. As for the news, at least once a day.
That's a good one.
Once a day, know what is happening in the country. You know? And you always come like, then go and watch it in your room because I don't want to watch it. I said, Mommy, if you're around and you will take me. I said, I might not be around, you know. So, because it might happen that I'm at work.
You are at work,
you have to,
they are home, we all got to run.
Yeah. So what we normally do is, okay, so we will have a movie night after CNR. Okay, so we'll all watch the news at 8, and then when we are done, you will choose what we should watch. And I think that in as much as they are not too excited about it, it always works. You know, because we must do the needful.
Especially if they have a choice in the matter and say we get to choose what we want to watch. You know?
So everyone agrees that okay, then we will watch it with you. But after that, we have the remote. I say, that's fine.
Yeah. I mean, so it's again, it's about planning and having these conversations, and it adds the family life, the bonding, and all of that. The other thing, I mean, last year you did something, we challenged you, did something where, I think, was it on Father's Day, when you did the recording with your little girl?
Yes.
Over Zoom.
Yes.
I mean, this is priceless. You're not talking about the quality of the sound, but just the experience of the bonding. And that's all through technology. So that's also family life.
It just takes me back to the weekend. You know, it was my, no, actually not the weekend, the holiday. It was my mom's birthday, you know, and so we all gathered as a family, my siblings and I, and everybody's kids, you know, we all gathered there. And of course, again, technology comes into play. So somebody said, oh, let's do musical chairs. And I was like, musical chairs? I mean, look at me at my age, we're going to do musical chairs. I had the most fun.
Of course.
You know, because the TV is a smart TV. We turned it to YouTube. We started dropping songs like You Feel the Vibe, you know, and then now come and see. My nieces and nephews, I thought I couldn't dance, and the gene was in the family. It's only in me. I'm the one who can't dance. Everybody else can dance. Yeah, you know. So I think technology really has come to give us a beautiful experience, you know, if we use it well.
Religion as well.
Exactly. I mean, for a lot of people, they can't go to evening service, for example, or even Sunday morning service. But as soon as you get, because you close late, but you can plan with your family to just watch the service together, whether it's evening service or whatever.
And you know, now I think that one thing that COVID also taught us is the fact that you can enjoy the service, you know, fully. So we all gather because you can follow everything, including pay your offering, pay your tithes, do everything. So that is church happening right in your room, you know. So family gather and then we join the service.
Or in some churches, you even do break the bread. You know what you call the Lord's Supper.
Oh,
you buy the stuff, so you do it at home. You just follow the preacher.
I do it every week. I do it at home every week, faithfully, every week.
Look, technology has made life very soft.
I mean, that's so
my communion set is all in. There's a particular cupboard. It's all there. When the service I take my
That's
things
so
out.
many ways. One of my friends, PK Hazel, you will know him.
Yes.
I mean, before COVID, he's a photographer. All he was doing was weddings and stuff. Then he set up a studio during COVID, and that studio is now known more for family photo shoots.
Look at that.
Okay.
And that's also an experience, just bonding with technology, just sharing the pictures. So you take them there and you share them family across all over the place. They can have access to it. Just to round up, I think the key, like I always say, is that technology is an enabler. It's great, but it's how we manage it. Because if we don't manage it and use it very well, we'll create problems for us. One of my, the big thing I talk about often is that be careful what you share online. Because some of these things can come. I mean, it's great. You're capturing content, like you're saying, taking videos, pictures of you doing the musical chairs, whatever. But it's not everybody who would love to have their pictures
out there.
So
we have to be careful.
So always be careful. Get people's permission. Let's manage technology. It's there to enable us to bond, but let's not overuse technology. And let's always respect boundaries and privacies.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. We appreciate this. How do people get in touch with you?
At Nase on Twitter.
At Nase on Twitter. Really simple. All right. We've been speaking with Stephen Nase Bwede, who is a digital marketing consultant. And we've been talking, if you missed it, about technology and family life, the good and the bad. So you can go to Citi and rewatch this episode.